Zsa Zsa Gabor was born February 6, 1917. She was a Hungarian-American actress and socialite. Gabor began her stage career in Vienna and was crowned Miss Hungary in 1936 on November 28. 2002. Gabor was a front-seat passenger in an automobile crash in Sunset Strip, Los Angeles, from which she remained partially paralyzed and reliant on a wheelchair for mobility. She survived strokes in 2005 and 2007 and underwent surgeries. In 2010, she fractured her hip and underwent a successful hip replacement. In April 2016, Gabor died at the age of 99 of a heart attack at her home in Bel Air, Los Angeles, on December 18, 2016. Less than 2 months before she would have become a centenarian, she had been on life support for the previous 5 years. She is survived by husband Frederick Prinz von Anhalt, whom she wed in 1986. Alan Willis Thicke, born on March 1, 1947, was a Canadian actor, songwriter, and game and talk show host. He was best known for his role as Jason Seaver, the father on the ABC television series Growing Pains, which ran for 7 seasons. He was the father of singer Robin Thicke. In 2013, Thicke was inducted into Canada's Walk of Fame. On December 13, 2016, Thicke collapsed while playing hockey with his son Carter at Pickwick Gardens in Burbank, California. The manager of the rink said he was talking and even joked to his son to take a photo as he was being wheeled out on a stretcher. Thicke subsequently died of type A aortic dissection at the Providence, St. Joseph Medical Center in Burbank, at the age of 69. On December 19, 2016, the cast of Growing Pains reunited at Thicke's funeral. A eulogy was given by his friend Bob Saget, and his son Robone offered a humorous remembrance. John Glenn was born on July 18, 1921. He was an American aviator, engineer, astronaut, and United States Senator from Ohio. In 1962, he became the first American to orbit the Earth, circling 3 times, before joining NASA. On January 16, 1998, NASA Administrator Dan Golden announced that Glenn would be a part of the STS-95 crew. This flight made him the oldest person to fly in space, at an age of 77 years. NASA and the National Institute of Aging plan to use Glenn as a test subject for the research. Glenn died December 8, 2016 at the Osu Wexner Medical Center. No cause of death has yet been disclosed. Florence Henderson was born on February 14, 1934. She was an American actress and singer with a career spanning over 6 decades. She is best remembered for her starring role as matriarch Carol Brady on the ABC sitcom The Brady Bunch from 1969 to 1974. Henderson also appeared in film as well as on stage and hosted several long-running cooking and variety shows over the years. She appeared as a guest on many television programs and as a panelist on numerous game shows. She was a contestant on Dancing with the Stars in 2010. Henderson hosted her own talk show during the years leading up to her death at age 82 on Thanksgiving Day 2016 from heart failure. Fidel Castro, born August 13, 1926, was a Cuban revolutionary and politician who governed the Republic of Cuba as president from 1976 to 2008. Cuban state television announced that Castro had died on the night of November 25, 2016. The cause of death was not disclosed. His brother, President Raúl Castro, confirmed the news in a brief speech reading, "The commander-in-chief of the Cuban Revolution died at 22:29 EST this evening." His death came 9 months after his older brother Ramon died at the age of 9. In February. Castro was cremated on November 26, 2016. Gene Wilder was born Jerome Silberman on June 11, 1933 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wilder began his career on stage, and made his screen debut in an episode of the TV series The Play of the Week in 1961. Wilder is known for his portrayal of Willy Wonka in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, 1971, and for his 4 films with Richard Pryor. Silver Stake, 1976. Wilder died at the age of 83 on August 29, 2016, at home in Stamford, Connecticut, from complications of Alzheimer's disease. He had kept knowledge of his condition private, but had been diagnosed 3 years prior to his death. Anton Yelchin was born on March 11, 1989. He was an American film and television actor. Known for portraying Pavel Chekhov in the Star Trek reboot series, Jacob Helm in Light Crazy, and for several other prominent roles. He appeared in several films, among them Star Trek 2009, Star Trek Into Darkness 2013, and the posthumously released Star Trek Beyond 2016. Early in the morning of June 19, 2016, Yelchin was found by friends pinned between his Jeep Cherokee and a brick pillar outside his home in Studio City, California, in what was described as a freak accident. He was pronounced dead later that day at the age of 27. Muhammad Ali was born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942. He was an American professional boxer and activist. He was widely regarded as one of the most significant and celebrated sports figures of the 20th century. From early in his career, Ali was known as an inspiring, controversial and polarizing figure both inside and outside the ring. Ali was hospitalized in Scottsdale on June 2, 2016, with a respiratory illness. Though his condition was initially described as fair, it worsened and he died the following day, at the age of 74, from septic shock. Doris Roberts, born Doris Mae Green on November 4, 1925, was an American actress, author, and philanthropist whose career spanned 6 decades of television. She appeared as a guest on many talk and variety shows, along with appearing as a panelist on several game shows. She was an advocate of animal rights and animal rights activism, supporting groups such as the United Activists for Animal Rights. Roberts started in films in 1968 and had prominent roles in movies, among many others. She received 5 Emmy Awards and a Screen Actors Guild Award during her acting career, which began in 1951. She achieved continuing success for her co-starring role as Raymond Barone's mother, Marie Barone, on the long-running CBS sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond, 1996 to 2005. She played Mildred Krebs in Remington Steele from 1983 to 1987. Towards the end of her acting career, she also had a prominent role opposite Tyler Perry in Medea's Witness Protection, 2012. Roberts died in Los Angeles, California, on April 17, 2016 in her sleep due to a stroke at age 90. Prince was born June 7, 1958. He was an American singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and record producer. He was a musical innovator who was known for his eclectic work, flamboyant stage presence, extravagant dress and makeup, and wide vocal range. He has sold over 100 million records worldwide, making him one of the best-selling artists of all time. On April 7, Prince postponed 2 performances at the Fox Theatre in Atlanta from his piano and a microphone tour. The venue released a statement saying he had influenza. Prince rescheduled and performed the show on April 14, even though he still was not feeling well. While flying back to Minneapolis early the next morning, he became unresponsive, and his private jet made an emergency landing at Quad City International Airport in Moline, Illinois, where he was hospitalized and received Narcan, but he left against medical advice on April 21 at 9:43 a.m. The Carver County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call requesting that an ambulance be sent to Prince's home at Paisley Park. They pronounced him dead at 10:07 a.m. April 21, 2016. 19 minutes after their arrival, a press release from the Midwest Medical Examiner's Office in Anoka County on June 2 stated that Prince had died of an accidental overdose of phenytoin at the age of 57. Nancy Davis Reagan, born July 6, 1921, she was an American actress, and the wife of the 40th President of the United States, Ronald Reagan. She served as the First Lady of the United States from 1981 to 1989. The Reagans retired to the home in Bel Air, Los Angeles, California in 1989. Reagan devoted most of her time to caring for her husband, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in 1994, until his death at the age of 93 in 2004. Reagan remained active within the Reagan Library and in politics, particularly in support of embryonic stem cell research, until her death in March 2016. Vigada was born Abraham Charles Vigada in Brooklyn, New York on February 24, 1921, an early comic book artist who drew for the Archie Comics franchise and others in the 1940s. Vigada began acting while in his teens, working with the American Theatre Wing. His career as a professional actor began in 1947. His best-known film role is that of Salvatore Tessio in The Godfather, 1972. He also appeared briefly in The Godfather Part 2 in a flashback sequence at the end of the film. On January 26, 2016, Vigada died in his sleep at his daughter Carol Fook's home in Woodland Park, New Jersey of natural causes at age 94. He is survived by his daughter, 3 her children and a great-grandson. Alan Sidney Patrick Rickman, born 21 February 1946, was an English actor and director known for playing a variety of roles on stage and on screen. Rickman trained at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in London, and was a member of the Royal Shakespeare Company. Rickman gained wider notice for his film performances as Hans Gruber in Die Hard and Severus Snape in the Harry Potter film series. Rickman died of cancer on 14 January 2016 at the age of 69. His final film roles are as Lieutenant General Frank Benson in the thriller Eye in the Sky, and the voice of Absalom, the caterpillar in Alice Through the Looking Glass, as well as its prequel, Alice in Wonderland. David Robert Jones, born 8 January 1947, known professionally as David Bowie, was an English singer, songwriter and actor. He was a figure in popular music for over 5 decades, regarded by critics and musicians as an innovator, particularly for his work in the 1970s. His career was marked by reinvention and visual presentation, his music and stagecraft significantly influencing popular music. During his lifetime, his record sales, estimated at 140 million worldwide, made him one of the world's best-selling music artists. In the UK, he was awarded 9 platinum album certifications, 11 gold and 8 silver, releasing 11 number 1 albums. In the US, he received 5 platinum and 7 gold certifications. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1996. He remained musically active until he died of liver cancer 2 days after the release of his final album, Black Star, 2016.